Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to do a video today based on the topic of why should souls help other souls. It's a pretty vast topic, and one of the things I want to talk about directly is why would you choose to help a demon transform? Why would you choose to help Lucifer? Why would you choose to help Jesus? Why would you choose to help God? Why would you choose to help anybody on this earth? So one of the big ones is a lot of the times a lot of people speak about, why would you ever help Lucifer? Because I've done a few journeys to help Lucifer's soul. The question is, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you help Lucifer's soul? Do you think all souls are condemned to hell for eternity? You believe that's something that souls are basically lost forever. Souls that done wrong will always be condemned to hell, to burn for eternity. That's kind of a sad way of looking at things, I believe. A really sad way of looking at life. So every time we make a mistake, we're beyond redemption. Because why does one soul have to burn in hell while another one doesn't? Based on what logic? Based on the logic that we understand what is right and what is wrong. That topic itself is individual based, is it not? How can we truly know what is right and what is wrong? There's always going to be different variations of it. We all know that killing one another is not the best thing we should do. It's not what we would say a good decision to make. But it's okay. If Lucifer was here, we killed Lucifer. It would be like, well, that was justified. That was the right thing to do. How do we really know that? How do we really know that that was the right decision? And can a soul change? So, a soul that does bad things is condemned forever. That's kind of what the question is, isn't it? So we all know the story of Lucifer, how he was an angel of light, one of the brightest angels in heaven, and how he was cast down by Michael into hell, or into the earth. But we all know that's a story. But who knows what the real story is? Are we sure that is the real story? My understanding is the story is totally different. My understanding of the story is that Lucifer was cast down. No. Lucifer chose to come down, as many souls from heaven chose to come down to help create the physical realms as we know it. In the meantime, splitting their souls into two, light and dark. So does Lucifer have a light and dark part of his soul, or is it just dark? We all know that energy itself is transformed, but can't be destroyed, so only be transformed. So do you think a soul that was as bright as the brightest angel in heaven would turn dark and never have any light left in him? It's a good question. And was he cast down, or did he choose? The Bible will say that he chose, or not chose, he was cast down and not chose to come down. But what happens if we're wrong? What happens if Lucifer did come down with choice? A choice to help save humanity and to teach them. And now he wants to go back to the light. So who's going to help Lucifer? No one? Is he just going to burn in hell for eternity after giving up one of the biggest sacrifices of any soul that ever lived or ever was created? Are you so sure that the Bible was 100% right? Think about that. How old is creation? How old is the Bible? How old is Lucifer? And it's not just Lucifer I'm talking about. It's all the souls of light that chose to come down, or supposedly was cast down from heaven. What happens if the story was wrong? What happens if that story was based on souls that chose to come here to help? Souls that chose the greatest sacrifice, and God revered them. God loved them for the choices, the ultimate sacrifice for a time. And mankind turned their backs to them when they needed them the most. See, when we come here, we have the ability to help souls. When we choose to help a soul that is lost, the soul can find its way back home. We have that power here. I think we have the power all the time. When another soul chooses to help another, it is a beautiful thing. When a soul chooses to turn its back on a soul, it is a sad day indeed. So how many people on this earth turned their back on Lucifer? How many people turned their back on demons and devils? I'm not saying that we should worship the devil. It's ludicrous. We shouldn't worship anybody. Worship is one of those things that is used very loosely to give your power away to something else. You believe in God as the source of everything, but God is light and he is dark. But some people say that Satan, and some people say Satan is Lucifer. I think a lot of people are very misunderstood of what really is what, and what is real and what isn't real. So if God created the universe, he is light and dark. So is he Satan? Then he would be, would he not? He would also be Lucifer. He would also be me. He would also be you. He would also be all the devils and demons throughout the universe. Because he's part of everything. So if he's part of everything, then he's part of all these things and all these creatures. Does God turn his back on these? Does God turn his back on anything? Or is he waiting for us to see what is real? What is more important? The question is, when you help another soul, dark, light, does it really matter? Because with love, there is nothing wrong. There's no wrong choices. So how can it be wrong? I ask a lot of people, would you choose to help another soul? Would you choose to help a dark soul, a lost soul? A lot of people give all their energy to the light. They praise the light. A lot of people worship the light. A lot of people say a lot of things about the light. But who needs us the most? The souls, the parts of your soul that are already pure love, or the souls that are not? So, what would you do if you're a teacher? You had a brilliant student. That student didn't need any help to learn. He was brilliant. He understood more than the teacher. He outgrew the teacher within a few days, a few weeks. Would the teacher spend all their time teaching that student when the student already knew more than the teacher? Or would the teacher help the students that needed him the most? So if he has souls that need help more than any other soul, why would you choose not to help them? Why would you be afraid to help them? Not everybody has the ability to go to dark places to help souls, but everybody has the ability to send love to them. To stop sending anger, frustration, blame, guilt. Everybody has the right not to do that. How many people say the devil made me do it? Oh, that person made me do it, or this person made me do that. A lot of people do say a lot of things. But why is it so bad to help another soul, a lost soul? The way I look at it, I look at the world, I look at the universe, and I say to myself, who needs my help the most? The souls that are lost. The souls that can't find their way back home. They're the ones that need you the most. So why not give them the most help? I did a journey recently to a soul. It was very confusing. There was a place in the universe that was desolate, dead, nothing alive. Nothing alive except one soul. An angel. A very ancient angel that had black wings. I knew who that angel was. And I said to myself, why would I ever help you? I knew what that angel did, but I didn't know. But I did. My soul did. Joseph, myself, knew something was very wrong with this angel. But wrong is a term used by humans. I did more exploring into this angel. It was trapped within this place, not able to leave. I'm talking a massive space, like a universe itself, with no life except that one angel. And I seen him, his many faces, but ultimately he was just bones. Everything in the whole universe was just bones. So he was the only one left to rule over a universe of nothing. And he was cast out for this place for many trillions, who knows, millions of years. It was a very long time ago. You just know, you sense it, you feel it. So should I have helped him? Should I have just walked away and left him to that fate? But you see, it wasn't just him. It was every soul that was in that universe before it was destroyed. Every plant, every insect, every animal, every sun was trapped within him. This soul was devourer of life itself. It was an ancient being that would absorb life itself into itself until there was nothing left. Would you help a soul like that? Would there be another chance? I asked a lot of questions about this myself. And my soul knew what he had done, or what it had done. And my choice was to rebirth the universe and get him to start over again. I even asked different versions of God, different ways. I asked God different ways of trying to help him. See if there was a way that he could come back to the light. Allow his energy to be balanced again. Because if a soul like that comes back into balance, wouldn't it be a wonderful thing for the universe? An ancient soul trapped for eternity is not something I believe in. I believe every soul has a capability of change. That soul lived so long alone, trapped within his own hatred, his own creation. So, does he deserve a second chance? And maybe this was 500,000's chance, who knows? However, every soul that he absorbed was still trapped inside himself. So they deserve another chance too, do they not? So the question became very easy to allow the universe to be reseated, to bring life back to that place. He's still not able to leave, but he has the opportunity to change, to grow, to become something different. So why not spend our lives helping people to find the true paths in life, the souls that are lost, to try to help them change, especially the ones that are dead, the spirits. When a man is on the physical world, it is so much harder to change him. When a woman is, it's so much harder to change her, because the understanding of the physical is so much less than the spiritual. So when a soul dies, it creates its own version of hell. When Lucifer is a spirit, he is easier and harder to help, depending on what we do. So if we instantly stop blaming him for everything, then he will be able to come back to the light so much easier. But it's like a soul on earth. When it wants to change and it gets beat down constantly throughout its lifetime, it has a hard time to change. But what happens to that soul when it finally makes it to back into balance and back into the light? For all that things and all that hardship, what do you think we could learn from that? A lot. The key to all this chaos that we've lived through is for learning. To learn all aspects of creation and life itself. But for us to grow as a human race, we need to bring ourselves back to the light. Bring as many souls as possible back to the light. Not judging, but accepting, loving, transforming, showing them why they became that in the first place, and altering that understanding. So the knowledge is still there, but all the pain and the chaos is gone. Or at least under control. A lot of people will not understand this, but there will be people that do. Why would I help the devil? Why would I help demons? Why do I help anything? Why do I help light? Why do I help the people I love? Because every single time I change a demon, it's like sending love to 1,000,000 light souls. That's the difference it makes. Every single time you transform, something is ancient, something that's old, something that's dark. It alters the vibration of everything in the universe. So if you take a really bright sunny day and you take a flashlight, 100 flashlights, 1,000 flashlights, and shine them out in the light, does it make much difference? Doesn't, does it? What happens if you go into the darkness and do the same thing? Makes a big difference, doesn't it? That's what it's like when you transform souls that are lost in the dark. I do this type of work because it does make a difference. I help Lucifer because I know why he came here and the sacrifices is to get here, and all the other demons and devils in the universe. I do not worship them, but I know what they gave up to become who they were. And now they're lost, and they need help from people like me and you. It is not for everybody, but it can easily be. The devil needs more love than anything in this world, because when we change the devil, the night becomes like day. And everything will change. As soon as we change the darkness, we change everything. Thank you very much. If you wish to do a journey with me, you can visit my website at www.amonrosawakening.com, and you can visit my Northern Lights page. It's Joseph Bradley Roars with an S.com. Thank you very much, everybody. That's just me talking loosely about the light and the dark. And why would you ever help a soul? Why wouldn't you? Because we're all connected. And when I help the darkest souls, we all shine brighter. And when you help the darkest souls, that's when we really make the leaps forward. The giant leaps forward in understanding and how our vibrations will go. So a tiny little bit of time, it kind of gives us a big boost forward. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great night.